Hello and welcome to another episode of Newsround from Woody's World of Wonders. I'm Munt, that's Fingermouse, and that's Woody, and we're here to talk about stories that are out and about on the 6th of May. First up for us, it's a couple of actually, some sequel news. First up from Netflix, Bright 2 is going into production as soon as they can, so there we go. What's your thoughts on that?
Fantastic. I heard they're changing the director, aren't they? It's not David Ayer this time.
No, it's Louis Leterrier, whatever his name was, the bloke who did the Hulk. Yeah, Leterrier, the bloke who did the Hulk. The
Marvel Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk.
The Marvel one, the MCU job.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, fantastic. The world itself that they built for that was a great idea. You know, it's really good. It could have done with being done better. Max Landis comes up with good ideas. He doesn't always fulfill them the best. And unfortunately, he's like you two, he's a bit controversial.
I just think it's a bit long in coming. It's like, are people losing interest now after seeing it and whatever? But
I'll tell you what the saving grace is. It's free on Netflix. People can watch it anytime. Yeah. And it's got big names in it and everything like that. It's not like a cinema one where if you haven't done it by a couple of years, all the interest is been and gone. That Bright still comes up regularly on my list.
I enjoyed it. I like the way it was put together and everything else. But then I watched Carnival Row, and God, that showed you how to do it properly. I mean, watching Bright after watching Carnival Row are two different animals. It's a work of art, and that's where Bright needs to go.
Pretty much in a modern day, Carnival Row sort of set this sort of steampunky sort of idea.
Yeah, I suppose, but I don't know. I watched it. I thought, yeah, that's okay, but I don't know whether I wanted another one, so I'll have to wait and see what happens and what the story develops like.
See, I was up for another one of them. I think that's the first one. It's setting up a world, and I think once you've done that, you should be able to move on to different things and tell different stories. You don't have to do the same thing all the time. They set up the premise. They set up a couple of the major heroes. They set up the fact that human could be on the major elf guys. You know, see how it goes. Just write a new story. See what happens.
But there is plenty.
It's one of them. I reserve judgment for when it lands. Let's see what it's like. You know, I'll give it its due. That's as much as I can and want to say about it.
I suppose the advantage they have got is that they've created a big enough world that can do anything they want with it, because they haven't wrapped themselves into a corner. There's plenty of stuff they could work with, so the potential is there to do more. Never mind just.
I'm very much with you on that. I think the same. I think they wrote their little origin book. Now they can go on and expand the story out into whatever. I think it's probably a good idea to pass it off to somebody else to write a different story and direct and give it a different style.
I don't know how much longer we'll have Will Smith and Joe Egerton doing it, though. I think might do this, and then if there's further ones, it'll move on without them.
Yeah, easily. You could change the actors even, just keep the characters if you wanted to, change the actors over. Whoever, people want work, as you always say, actor wants work, it's always going to come up. And it's moving more and more to more, as we've seen with Chris Hemsworth in Extraction, big actors are doing Netflix movies. And
talking of which, story number 2, Extraction 2 has been announced. What a shock.
Yeah, the biggest film on Netflix ever, an amazing film, and they've announced the sequel to this amazing film.
I'll tell you what, of all the things, I never saw that coming. I really didn't. That's sarcasm, by the way.
No spoilers. I've not seen it yet, so this is one I'm catching the doctor.
Yeah, go watch it, and then watch our review, and then you'll understand why we like it so much. I think it's great. I really enjoyed it.
If you like John Wick and you like 80s action movies, you'll like it, because it's a nice combination of both.
I mean, we said the other day, this is the movie that's going to launch Hemsworth as an action hero properly, instead of these stupid comedies he's doing outside of Thor.
The first thing that I ever saw him in was Red Dawn, the remake. You know, he kicked off. He was very much an action hero, full stop. And then he happened to like force his way into the comedy simply by people suddenly finding out this guy's got a great sense of humour as well. Was it? I remember one of the Ghostbusters interviews, and they were all the girls were there sort of saying he's really annoying because he's good looking, he's funny. And then he started singing, and he could carry a tune and everything as well. And they were all just really, really annoying.
Martin, please try not to spoil my night by mentioning that monstrosity of a Ghostbusters film that Chris Hemsworth was in. I'm already
watched a lot of stuff, and I can't forget them.
I'm already preparing myself for the vomit-ridden, snot-flavoured crap that is going to be robots, bangy, bangy, shoot, shoot later. So,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I can't get it at all. I watched some great films. What was animated? Brilliant.
Leading on to another story then, it's there's some Marvel Disney Plus rumours knocking around. Don't know whether you've seen. First off,
I might have.
there might be, we don't know, but according to it, the announcement in the next couple of weeks is Secret Invasion, the TV series.
Fantastic. I've got a hard book collection of that. Nice.
Doesn't probably mean much to Dave. So, Martin, if you want to just chirp in and tell us what that means to us.
Okay. This is one in the comic books. The Skrulls had been secretly invading for years, kidnapping the heroes and replacing them. Avengers, the Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the cartoon series from a few years back, did a really nice version of this in their show. Just over a couple of episodes they did it, but they did a really nice version for it. But it's basically the Skrulls have been secretly replacing some heroes and invading. And Cap set up a secret Avengers to cope with the task. It's excellent.
The only thing is, where are they going to go with it, with what's happened with the MCU so far and all the major characters and stuff? Who are they going to work with?
Agents of Sword, where when you saw Kobe Smulders and Nick Fury and Maria Hill up in the spaceship at the end, that's going to be Agents of Sword instead of Shield. The space part of it's got to be. But they're in a Skrull task force there, so I don't get what's going on. There's going to have to be some twists and turns here. There can be there's a whole load of different Skrulls, so there can be good Skrulls, bad Skrulls. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
But do you think they'll take the path of being a secret invasion, taking over the superheroes, or they're going to be, or is it going to be infiltrating the human population?
Always, they'll have some human, because you'll be replacing political leaders and people like that. But it's an interesting way. If they wanted to return any heroes that they'd killed off, whatever, they could always be Skrulls that were killed off. I think that'd rub people up the wrong way, though.
I mean, the rumor has it it's going to be done and shot in a way to lead into Captain Marvel 2 as well, which makes sense.
Yeah, because she's the space-based hero, so that just makes sense. Full stop on there.
And the other rumor that's possibly come in is Ironheart, the TV series as well. Yeah, I thought that as well. It's like...
look, there's willingness, suspension of disbelief. Ironheart sounds like a shitty 80s awful soap based in the Deep South. So, yeah. Until I know about it, is it going to float my boat? No.
It's not one particularly for me. There's an audience out there for it, young girls and stuff like that. They might love it, absolutely love it. And it's there for people who want to see themselves represented on screen that haven't seen it so far, maybe. I still think, though, you're going to have young Avengers coming. I mean, all the characters seem to be pointing towards young Avengers making an appearance at some point. I'm looking forward to Patriot. I was looking forward to Iron Lad as well, which, I was always thinking it'd be good to have the young guy out of Iron Man 2 who appears at Tony's funeral at the end of Infinity Wars Endgame.
But the problem there, and I hate to be the one to spoil the party, but we're talking diversity, and Ironheart fits so neatly into that little bracket at the moment. So I think they'll go Ironheart route more than they will Iron Lad. So if it's going to happen, it will.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if they did the Young Avengers that's who they had in there, because Iron Lad actually becomes, in the Young Avengers anyway, he's young Immortus, young Kang the Conqueror, who will be a villain that's coming up in there in the future. But we'll see what happens in there.
And sticking with the Disney Plus and Marvel, it's been announced that the She-Hulk scripts are done and ready to go. So,
have they given any sign of who's due to be cast in it yet?
No, nothing. It's just that the scripts are complete. They're ready for shooting. When that will be, we don't know, because obviously what's happening at the minute.
I think the fact that it was tagged with sort of looking for an Alison Brie type, and Alison Brie's available, why wouldn't you have Alison Brie?
True.
I think that'll work. You know, it was one of those where, and you both know how big of a Hulk smashy fan I am, and it was my favourite film of all time, it being Endgame, and just that last bit where I thought, would I have liked to have seen Hulk smashy? But the intelligent Hulk works. I actually think She-Hulk will work on the screen. I didn't think it would when it was announced, and the more I watched Endgame, I watched it again last night, I thought, we can get away with this now. If we can get away with Nebula and Gamora and all these green and blue people, why can't? Yeah, I'm switching over to that now. I'm quite keen on it.
She-Hulk can work as well, because it can be a procedural, because she's a lawyer as well.
Yeah. No, I'm quite looking forward to it.
It just depends.
I put up as well before the fact that possibly Midnight Suns might be on the cards, saying about Kevin Feige now looking at like Daredevil, but they're looking at wanting to keep Charlie Cox, which is a massive bonus.
Right. Yeah,
Charlie Cox would be there, but the idea of teaming him up maybe with like Punisher, Moon Knight, perhaps Blade, doing the Midnight Suns, that would be fantastic.
I mean, it's a shame. I mean, the coronavirus has completely screwed everything where we are and what we're doing. It just goes to show there's so much scope for new stuff to come. And we just,
they pulled up an article earlier, didn't they, about Scarlet, about possibly Black Widow, maybe going to a Disney Plus. Maybe they're looking at the possibility. I think at the moment it is just, given the situation everyone's in, I think they're looking at the possibility. I don't think they'll do it.
Well, didn't they move it from May to November, then move everything back? Yeah. So I think it's still a safe bet for November. I think come November, we're gonna have some kind of normality. Whether it's going to get the growth that they want, because we don't know how the cinemas are going to be working at that time. But I think if anything's going to go straight to Disney Plus, it'd be New Mutants.
Yeah, New Mutants is the most likely for it, but I think at the moment, I think it doesn't surprise me that they're looking at the option of possibly doing that, as everyone's going to look at the option now, because the release dates are all going to get clogged up, really. There's going to be a lot of films fighting for a bit of space. What do? Do they release them all? There's going to be a lot of people looking at things like Netflix and streaming services to release their films instead, to like slacken off the release of them all and make a bit of cash where they weren't.
I think the whole lockdown across the planet is going to change the way we consume things. So I don't know. I think they could take a punt and do Mulan and Black Widow on Disney Plus. Plus, I don't know how much of a draw Black Widow is going to be. There's lots of people, Mark included, who's going, I don't know about this, because it's the solo of the MCU. We already know.
It is, yeah.
How big is it?
I'm opposite of you guys again.
Mate,
we've waited. We'll have had to wait quite a while for films to come out. I think people are going to be chomping at the bit for a Marvel film. And to be fair, that last trailer that they released, that really turned onto it. I thought it looked fantastic.
I think it's going to look great. I think it'll probably be great. I think the biggest problem is we're going back to before what happened at the end of Endgame, and the majority of people, not fans like us three sat here, but the majority of the people want to go and see what happens next, not go back and we've got to wait and wait and wait. And that's the stumbling block I think they've got with this film, is the general public going and watching a film about somebody who they know has died. Because like I said to you previously with some films lately, when you go into a film knowing that the person is going to survive at the end, it takes away that element of investment in the character, because you just go, well, there's no real threat to it because we know she's going to survive to take part in Endgame. and that little bit, even though you know they're not going to kill your characters off, but that takes away. Oh well, that's going to be all right. That's going to be all right. And
you go down that route. I always think people like a prequel. People, doesn't matter if people have been killed off or whatever's happened to them in the future. People like a prequel. They'll go to the past for a character.
I don't know, Mart. I mean, I look at what Disney have done with the Star Wars films, what they did with Solo, and whether you like the film or not, I just think there is a question mark about that appetite. And I do think Disney Plus is a safety net for Black Widow. It would not surprise me if they went, we're not sure about this. This could entice people back. If it fails, it gets absorbed. It doesn't matter. If it's amazing, people go, I'll get my Disney Plus subscription to see it. I don't know. I want it to be massive. You know that. I'm a massive Marvel fan. But I think Disney Plus with this film could be used as a safety net.
If they've got any doubts about the gross on this, they can whack it on Disney Plus and they can turn around and say,
I want to see it. Look, my background is Scarlett Johansson.
It's going to go to the cinema. It'll end up at Disney Plus anyway, but it will go to the cinema because they know it's going to make it on the box office. This will make a minimum $500 million. It will make 500 million. You know, there's no way that a Marvel film won't.
You're right.
Especially after you've had nothing for ages. To come back in there, it's going to make at least Ant-Man money.
It is. It's not gonna be a failure. It just depends on what they term as a failure. Any movie doing over 300,000 that's on a budget of 100 has done well. So
yeah, but why would you put it straight to Disney Plus when you can go make that? You know, you go make at least $500 million to, you know, maybe 3/4, but most likely just over half.
The trouble is, though, Mark,
why would you flush that away?
Well, Disney's 1.4 billion in the hole, and if they think, hang on, we could spend $200 million getting the marketing back on this, because with all that's gone on, they've got to get the wheel turning again because it's disappeared. So they've got to get people invested into it.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Everything that people have already marketed for, I don't know how they get on, if there's an insurance policy that covers any of this, whatever, for them. But basically, people have spent a lot of money on marketing films, and now they've got to spend that money again.
But if they think they can get another 5 to 6 million subscribers on Disney Plus by putting this on there, they will go with it because they haven't have to put it into the theaters. There's no distribution cost. There's no cinema outlet. There's no theater outlays or anything else. They've got, and it's all their money. There's no third-party streaming involved.
This is why they're looking at the option at the moment, because why wouldn't you? The thing I thought about was if you've got a timescale to keep to for telling your stories and they've got to release another one by a certain time and things like that, then I could see it pushing more than the cash itself, because they're going to make cash whatever they do, full stop.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to end up first at Disney Plus. It's still going to draw people to it because that's where it's going to go.
The one thing that will make it go to Disney Plus or B is if things aren't back to normalish by November, because I don't think they can push all of the movies back again. And
for time purposes. Well, we're going to move on to the next story because we're probably eating up a fair bit of time doing this.
Yeah, that'll be the reason.
This might be a separate show for another time.
Well, just to finish that, I was going to say the other option Disney are looking at as well, with the success of Prime and Universal doing premieres where they get the new films directly there and you're paying like you're going to the cinema. That may be the other option. Black Widow and Milan may be the first ones where you go, if you want to see it and you don't want to go to the cinema, pay us $5, pay us $10, and you can see it in the comfort in your own home. They may do that.
5 or 10. I think it's more like about $50, and you can watch it in your own home. I think.
Yeah, well, yeah. You know what I mean. Yeah.
But talking of lockdown, talking of coronavirus and all the problems it's causing, the biggest problems it's causing for us as fans is Charlie Brooker has said he's putting Black Mirror on hiatus because it is all too real now for him to make anymore.
It's all coming far too true.
Yeah, and he said he says he just cannot put anything else out under the Black Mirror title at this moment in time because it's too bleak and it's too real. And he says, "What can I possibly do now?" So we won't see a season 6 for a long time.
Life will make Black Mirror cheery. That's great.
I'm just waiting for when this is all over for him to actually do his coronavirus episode, probably on Netflix.
Oh God!
You never know. Maybe Corey back lad Carl Tibbetts will come back and direct it again.
Yeah, that's a good opportunity for him, isn't there? And the last story I've got here is Chloe Grace Moretz is looking like she's going to be doing the female John Wick spin-off.
The ballerina.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty good choice.
It is.
I mean, she's got the action credentials really with Kick-Ass in the past, and acting ability coming out the wazoo again. And she was our choice for Leia and the Castaway for Star Wars.
I mean, so much for her saying that she's going to knock it on the head for 10 years, eh? She's coming back and doing that. Actor wants money, will work.
What's the girl who played Hermione? She was going to jack it all in and just do university and stuff.
Emma Watson.
People are throwing cash at you and offering you great opportunities. Why wouldn't you take them while you can?
Oh, she's in it for the long haul, Emma Watson is. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. Well, on that note, then
she was fantastic when she came. When you saw her as the young vampire straight away in the remake,
yeah,
fantastic stuff.
Anybody got any other stories they've seen today that we haven't covered?
I forget.
No, lovely. Well, on that note, then we'll end.
Other than and it's maybe not for this, but obviously we've now got officially announced Afterlife Series 3. Netflix is being taken over by Ricky Gervais. That's it.
Fantastic. I'm happy with that.
Well, don't spoil season 2. We've only watched 2 episodes, and it depressed us that much we had to stop. So
I'm falling back to take a break. You laugh, you cry. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's hard work, but it's a work of art for me. I think it's the best thing he's done. And on that note, then
he's taken all the caring and everything of Derek and combined it with all the humour that he's had before in The Office and extras.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Really is. Right then, that's it for us today. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
See you. Franchise Wars.
No.